In Dewana Bonner, the Indiana Fever have signed one of the all-time greats, a two-time WNBA champion, 87 playoff games, the second most playoff points of all time, the fourth all-time leading scorer in WNBA history.
Dewana Bonner's bold move to Indiana Fever has ignited a firestorm in the WNBA. Breaking her Twitter silence, she's not only signed with the Fever, but also dismantled the toxic narrative surrounding Caitlin Clark and the team. Can Bonner's leadership propel Indiana to championship glory? Dewana Bonner's signing with the Indiana Fever is a monumental move that signals a new era for the franchise. For years, the Fever struggled to attract top-tier talent, often dismissed as team players, but Bonner, a two-time WNBA champion and six-time All-Star, has flipped that narrative. Her decision to join Indiana challenges the perception that the Fever is a team in perpetual rebuild mode. Bonner's signing is not just about adding another veteran to the roster, it's about credibility. Her playoff pedigree and ability to perform in high-pressure situations bring an invaluable edge to a team hungry for success. Last season, she averaged 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists per game with the Connecticut Sun, proving she still has plenty left in the tank at 37 years old. This move also reunites her with Stephanie White, her former coach, adding another layer of familiarity and trust to her transition into the Fever's system. For Indiana fans, this is more than just a roster upgrade, it's a cultural shift. Bonner's arrival signals that the Fever is no longer content with mediocrity. They aim for championship contention, and Bonner's presence sends a strong message to the league. Indiana is back in business. Bonner's influence extends beyond her on-court contributions. She brings a level of leadership that can galvanize the team, especially during tough moments in games. Her experience in high-pressure situations will be invaluable as the Fever navigates the playoffs. Moreover, her presence can attract other free agents who might be drawn to a team with a clear vision for success. Let's dive into another important aspect: how her response addresses past criticisms about the team's environment. Remember when Cheryl Swoops made waves by calling out Indiana as a toxic environment? Well, Dewana Bonner has effectively silenced that narrative. By signing with the Fever and expressing her excitement about joining the team, Bonner has dismantled any lingering doubts about Indiana's locker room culture. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe for all the updates you need about the WNBA world. Let's continue. Swoops's comments painted a picture of dysfunction, but Bonner's actions tell a different story. She spoke openly about how impressed she was with the organization's direction and commitment to building a winning culture. Bonner had options as a free agent but chose Indiana because she saw potential and ambition in their young core and coaching staff. Her bold response doesn't stop at her signing, it extends to her leadership on and off the court. Bonner is here to mentor younger players like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, while ensuring that any misconceptions about toxicity are firmly put to rest. Her presence alone is enough to shift perceptions around the league. What do you think about Bonner's bold move? Bonner's leadership will be crucial in fostering a positive team culture. She has a track record of being a team-first player who can bring players together. Her influence will not only be felt on the court but also in the locker room, where her experience and wisdom can help resolve any internal issues before they escalate. With Bonner addressing past criticisms, let's look at how her partnership with Caitlin Clark could be the key to unlocking the Fever's full potential. The partnership between Dewana Bonner and Caitlin Clark has fans buzzing with excitement. Clark had an incredible rookie season showcasing her elite scoring ability and court vision, but pairing her with a veteran like Bonner takes things to another level. Bonner has already expressed her admiration for Clark's competitive drive and basketball IQ. During her introductory press conference, she mentioned how excited she was to work alongside Clark, even sharing that they had already started working out together. This dynamic duo promises to bring out the best in each other. Clark can learn from Bonner's playoff experience, while Bonner benefits from Clark's youthful energy and playmaking skills. What makes this pairing so exciting is their complementary styles. Clark thrives as a floor general who can score from anywhere on the court, while Bonner brings versatility as both a scorer and defender. Together, they form a lethal combination that can dominate both ends of the floor. Their partnership will also be crucial in developing Clark's game beyond scoring. Bonner can teach her to read defenses more effectively and make smart decisions under pressure. This mentorship will be invaluable as Clark navigates her sophomore season, where expectations will be higher than ever. DeWanna Bonner wasn't the only big move for Indiana this offseason. The Fever was on fire when it came to roster upgrades. Alongside re-signing Kelsey Mitchell, they acquired Sophie Cunningham and Natasha Howard, both of whom bring unique skill sets to an already talented team. This flurry of moves shows that Indiana isn't just looking to make incremental improvements, they're aiming for sustained success. With these additions, combined with their young stars like Clark and Boston, the Fever have positioned themselves as legitimate contenders for 2025. The Fever's aggressive approach to free agency also speaks to their commitment to building a winning culture. They are no longer content with making the playoffs. They want to make deep runs and compete for championships. This mindset shift is crucial for attracting and retaining top talent in the league. Another narrative Bonner has helped squash is that Indiana Fever fans are toxic. This misconception gained traction last season but was never grounded. Bonner's enthusiasm for joining Indiana highlights how much she values fan support and community engagement. One of her first statements after signing was about how excited she was to connect with Fever fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. She sees them as an integral part of building a championship culture, not as detractors or obstacles. This shift in perception is crucial for rebuilding trust between the team and its supporters. With Bonner leading by example on how to embrace fan interaction positively, it won't be long before Indiana Fever fans are recognised as some of the most passionate in the league. Are you excited to see how Bonner's presence will energise the fan base? Bonner's approach to fan engagement is not just about appearances, it's about genuine connection. She understands that fans are the backbone of any successful franchise, providing the energy and motivation that can propel a team to victory. By embracing this role, Bonner is setting a precedent for her teammates to follow, fostering a more inclusive and supportive environment for everyone involved. DeWanna Bonner's leadership is exactly what the Indiana Fever needs to take the next step in its evolution as a franchise. With 2 WNBA championships under her belt and over a decade of playoff experience, Bonner is no stranger to the pressures of post-season basketball. Her ability to perform on the biggest stages has been proven time and again, whether it was her critical contributions during the Phoenix Mercury's 2014 championship run or her standout performances with the Connecticut Sun. What makes Bonner's leadership so impactful is her ability to lead by example. She doesn't just talk about winning, she shows what it takes to win through her work ethic, preparation, and poise under pressure. For a young core like Fever's, which includes rising stars Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull, this kind of mentorship is invaluable. Bonner's championship mindset isn't just about skill, it's about instilling confidence in her teammates. She has a knack for lifting those around her, encouraging them to rise when it matters most. For Boston, this could mean learning how to dominate in the playoffs, while for Hull, it could mean finding consistency as a key role player. Bonner's presence ensures that no moment will feel too big for this young Fever squad. Bonner's influence extends beyond her on-court contributions. She brings a level of leadership that can galvanise the team, especially during tough moments in games. Her experience in high-pressure situations will be invaluable as the Fever navigates the playoffs. Moreover, her presence can attract other free agents who might be drawn to a team with a clear vision for success. One of the most intriguing aspects of DeWanna Bonner joining the Fever is her reunion with head coach Stephanie White. The two previously worked together with the Connecticut Sun, where White served as an assistant coach. Their familiarity with each other's styles and philosophies could be a game changer for Indiana as they aim to transition from playoff hopefuls to legitimate title contenders. White knows exactly how to utilize Bonner's unique skill set. Whether it's deploying her as a versatile defender capable of guarding multiple positions or leveraging her scoring ability in clutch moments, White has already seen firsthand what Bonner brings to the table. This familiarity will allow them to hit the ground running without needing much time to adjust. For Bonner, reuniting with White provides a sense of comfort and trust. She values her input and understands how to maximize her strengths while minimizing weaknesses. This dynamic will be crucial as they work together to integrate Bonner into a roster filled with young talent like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. The partnership between White and Bonner also sets the tone for the rest of the team. It shows that Indiana is serious about building a winning culture, one based on mutual respect, clear communication, and shared goals. With White steering the ship and Bonner acting as an on-court extension of her vision, the Fever are poised to make significant strides this season. Let's explore how Kelsey Mitchell fits into this revamped roster. Kelsey Mitchell has long been one of Indiana's most dynamic players, but with DeWanna Bonner now in the mix, she has an opportunity to take her game to an entirely new level. Mitchell is known for her explosive scoring ability and quick first step, making her one of the league's toughest guards to defend. However, she has often had to shoulder much of the offensive load for Indiana, a burden that can limit efficiency over time. Bonner's arrival changes everything for Mitchell. With another proven scorer on the floor, defenses will no longer be able to key in solely on Mitchell. This opens opportunities for her to play off-ball more frequently, utilizing her speed and shooting ability in ways that were previously unavailable. Additionally, Bonner's presence as a veteran leader allows Mitchell to focus more on refining other aspects of her game, such as playmaking and defense. Another exciting aspect of this partnership is how well their skill sets complement each other. While Mitchell thrives in fast-paced situations and excels at creating shots off the dribble, Bonner brings a more methodical approach that emphasizes smart decision-making and efficient shot selection. Together, they form a backcourt duo capable of adapting to any situation, whether it requires pushing the tempo or grinding out possessions in half-court sets. Mitchell has already shown flashes of brilliance throughout her career. Now she has the support system needed to sustain that brilliance consistently. DeWanna Bonner isn't just an offensive weapon, she's also one of the most versatile defenders in the WNBA. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches with a long wingspan and excellent instincts, she can guard multiple positions effectively, from quick guards on the perimeter to physical forwards in the post. This defensive versatility is exactly what Indiana needs as they look to improve their defensive ranking from last season. One area where Bonner will make an immediate impact is team defense. Her ability to communicate on switches and anticipate passing lanes makes everyone around her better defensively. For younger players, having someone like Bonner on the court provides a valuable learning experience. They'll see firsthand how positioning and effort can disrupt even the most potent offenses. The Indiana Fever's transformation from underdogs to title contenders is remarkable, with DeWanna Bonner at the heart of this resurgence. Her signing signals that Indiana is no longer content with incremental progress, they're aiming for greatness. Last season marked a turning point as they returned to postseason play for the first time since 2016, led by standout performances from Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Indiana's rise hasn't been without challenges, but they found their stride late in the season, showcasing resilience and adaptability. With Bonner leading the charge, the Fever are no longer just a rebuilding team. They're legitimate contenders for a WNBA championship. As they prepare for another playoff run, expectations are higher than ever. Can you envision the Fever making a deep playoff run this season? DeWanna Bonner's arrival at Indiana Fever has not only reshaped the team but has also silenced critics and dismantled outdated narratives about the franchise. Her leadership, championship experience and defensive prowess have elevated the Fever from a rebuilding team to serious title contenders. Alongside rising stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, Bonner has brought a new energy to Indiana, proving that this team is ready to compete at the highest level. With strategic off-season moves and a roster filled with talent and grit, the Fever are no longer overlooked. They're a force to be reckoned with in the WNBA. From her bold statements to her on-court dominance, DeWanna Bonner has made it clear, Indiana is here to win. The chemistry between veterans and young stars is palpable, and the Fever's transformation is one of the most exciting stories in basketball today. Whether it's dismantling misconceptions or preparing for another playoff push, this team is ready to make history. What do you think about DeWanna Bonner's impact on Indiana Fever? Do you see them as legitimate title contenders this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more updates, analysis and stories from around the league. Thanks for watching.